2020 marked a school year like no other, and throughout the pandemic year, 10 News documented the stumbles and successes of one school. You can find the first part of that documentary right now on our YouTube page, The Fall Semester. Tonight, the spring semester at one of the smallest schools in the district. South Knoxville Elementary, 175 students, 30% racially diverse, 40 teachers and staff. Built in 1955, the K-5 school sits in the heart of Southside urban revitalization. Luxury Riverview apartments built within walking distance of a school where many students can see Neyland Stadium from the car drop-off line, but families can't afford tickets to a Tennessee football game.
This is your friend, SKE Principal Dr. Nicely. I am back. Woo! First day back in person, January 5th, 2021. What am I feeling right now? Hey guys, I'm waving at parents. We're back, we're glad to be back. Woo! This is the 10 right now, seeing the kids back. It's wonderful.
The principal of South Knoxville Elementary School shares the promise of a coming semester, but recognizes the reality of the moment.
A little bit scary. The numbers seem to be escalating as far as COVID cases, so just praying for a good week.
Students and staff are returning to the classroom at a time when COVID-19 case counts are about to spike to their highest point in January. But 3 days in, it wasn't the virus, rather slippery roads that put the entire school in virtual learning.
We had one student who couldn't get on at all, but she kept up with the work because I communicated with mom through Class Dojo and texting, and we were able to keep up with it. I don't know if I would like to do it for more than one day. It was pretty difficult. Anyway, looking forward to a new year.
Ann Leffler, a 21-year veteran of the classroom, had her students spending mid-January modeling the layers of the earth. And a few classrooms over, first-year, first-grade teacher Dallas Buckner offered this take on the start of this new year.
This week I'd give it a solid B+. It felt like a long week to get to the weekend.
This is Dr. Nicely on Martin Luther King holiday. I was just thinking about one of his famous quotes about intelligence plus character is the real foundation of education, and the pandemic has really spotlighted our character at SKE and at other schools across the world.
A promising outlook, but the reality of the virus strikes again, less than 1 month into spring semester.
I was quarantined last Friday. A non-teacher at our school had a household contact. I'm doing my student council meeting remotely, 7:30 a.m. on Friday morning, so business as usual, but I did test negative.
Well, we finished another week.
Back at South Knoxville Elementary, teachers use selfie shots to sum up their weeks running from January through February.
My students have started to realize more and more the importance of being in school versus virtually.
It's the week of January 22nd, 2021. Getting adjusted to having some new kids in my class that came over from virtual classes this year. So kind of getting them in the routine of being in a class, because they haven't been in an actual classroom since last school year, around March or something, I guess.
I'm seeing some good progress, especially with my in-person students. Gotten some good test results back from the half year, and the kids are really showing a lot of progress, which is really helpful for the fact that there was so much lost in the spring. So I'm hoping that I can get them as at a better stance for when they have to enter middle school in the fall.
But we did have a Valentine's Day party today that was very tiring mentally and physically for me to get through. I really miss having parents coming in and helping out with these things. The parents here at SKE are amazing.
COVID is still around. We are very fortunate at SKE, still taking precautions, wearing masks, social distancing, doing all those things, but On a personal note, my daughter, who's an art teacher in Florida, and my son-in-law both are COVID positive right now. So both totally different symptoms. One had a fever, one didn't. My parents had their first vaccination at Okies #2 in Blaine, Tennessee last Friday. So there's hope there.
The shocking deaths of a handful of young people tied to gun violence in Knoxville shook the entire city, including South Knoxville Elementary.
It has been a tumultuous week. We have been in person 2 days this week, plus an in-service and 2 days of virtual learning. It's been pretty chaotic, dealing with the weather, dealing with violence and unrest in Knoxville.
Just a really sad week. Hard week. I'm sitting in the calming area of our school just to get myself some thoughts together before school starts. And how am I feeling this week? It's probably a 0. I'm just so sad for the families and the community at Austin East, and working at Sarah Green for 2 years. I still have lots of friends, and my heart goes out to them in prayers.
March brought renewed hope.
Guess what? What? Your teacher is wearing beads today for Mardi Gras Day at SKE, so he gets to choose a gift card from South Coast Pizza.
Ooh.
And there's a $20 gift card in here, the grand prize. Did he win?
I did.
Woo! Woo! Everybody cheer!
And a big dose of hope came in the form of a COVID-19 vaccine just before spring break.
I'm scared of needles, so I'm going to try to be brave. And I've told the kids about it today. They were laughing. It's a little stick. It's not bad. Is it over with? Yeah, it's over. Miss Susan did a great job. I have my card. A lot of emotions are going on. It didn't hurt. It really didn't. It was great. I'm just happy to do my part to stop the spread. So I just encourage everybody. One of my teachers is right behind me in line, so it's really a release of stress. I'm feeling like a 10 right now, so.
In just a few minutes, we will show you what happened during the final weeks of the spring semester at South Knoxville Elementary and what students say they'll remember most about last year. But first,